shake up any other, distractions that are going on right now, and let's focus in on being able to write equations in what we call slope-intercept form. I want you to take your pencil and I want you to underline, first of all, an equation in slope-intercept form. It's going to be a really important form that's going to get used a lot. So when I say to you, or the directions say to you, write the equation in slope-intercept form, you're going to know they want you to write it in this form. They want you to write it so that the y is by itself on one side and the x is on the other side, kind of like it was when we were doing tables. We would get the y alone so that the other side would be our function rule. So the function rule part kind of ends up being mx plus b. What do you do to the x to get the y? Okay, so in this case they're saying you're going to multiply x by m and you're going to add b. So this is really important. We've already talked about this. M stands for slope. We've been doing that already. What should be new to you today possibly is that letter B represents the y-intercept. The letter B. So would you be underlining all these things in there? Draw your attention to them. The M is the slope. The B is the y-intercept. So what we're going to practice right now here is being able to just write the equations. We're not going to do any graphing at the moment. So we have this line with a slope of -4 and a y-intercept of 3. So could you just tell me something about the picture of this graph? Knowing that the slope is -4 and the y-intercept is 3, can you just give me some, just general picture of the graph? What's that mean? It's negative, it goes down. Just be a little bit more, complete with it.
It falls from left to right.
Yeah, the line on this graph for this one should fall from left to right. Okay, can anybody tell me just one other thing about it? So the -4 told Adam, I think, that the line should fall from left to right on the graph. Think there's anything else we could say right now without graphing it? The y-intercept is 3, and that's our what? That's where we start. Yeah, we start with that point. So right now, could you visualize that you would go to the graph and you would see a point on the y-axis at where? At 3. Yeah, at +3. So we know that this line would cross the y-axis at +3, and it would be falling from left to right. Without even graphing it, we know that right now. Just from that piece of information. So I want us to write right now that when they tell us what the slope is, we're going to call it m. When they tell us what the y-intercept is, we're going to call it b. And why is that important? Because we're going to substitute into our slope-intercept form. We're going to put the m in for the m, and we're going to put the b in for the b. And the x and the y are going to stay x and y. So notice what they did. They put -4 in for m. They put the 3 in for b, and they're saying that the equation of this line is y equals -4x plus 3. So any point from that line would make this equation true. We substituted it in. Let's try that point that we know is the y-intercept. It's 3 on the y-axis. Let's try that one. What's the AKA for that y-intercept? That's the order of your name. What's the AKA? Nope, for the y-intercept. 0, 3. The x value is 0, the y value is 3. Let's try it and see if it would work. -4 times 0. What's -4 times 0? Huh? 0. What's 0 plus 3? Yeah, we would get 3 for y. So our equation should make any point that's on it, any point that you put up from that line on into that equation, it better make it true. Okay, so here's how we're going to practice just writing the equation right now. They're going to give us the slope and y-intercept. We're going to call them m and b. We're going to write our slope-intercept form. We're going to substitute into it. Clean it up if it needs cleaning up. So when they tell us that the slope is 1/4, we're going to say, okay, well, we know that the slope is, or the m is 1/4. when they tell us that the y-intercept is 3, they're telling us that the b is 3. And now we're gonna write this every time, because then it's gonna maybe start getting planted in grooves in our brain. Y equals mx plus b. Y is gonna stay y. What's m gonna get replaced with? 1/4. X is gonna stay x. What's b gonna get replaced with? Plus, so we have a plus, and we're gonna put a 3 in there for b. Can that be cleaned up? Does it need cleaning up? So we're going to say our equation is y equals 1/4 x. And I want you to get in the habit of making a horizontal fraction bar instead of a diagonal. Okay, just get in the habit of making a horizontal fraction bar instead of a diagonal, and make sure that that x doesn't look like it's part of the fraction, but it's just next to the fraction. Okay, this is a horizontal fraction bar. Okay, let me show you what I don't want you to do. Y equals 1/4 x plus 3. That's a diagonal. Okay, and the reason for that is sometimes we might mistake that the x belongs downstairs with the denominator, and it really doesn't. Okay. Okay, let's do this one. What are we going to call m? What's m? -5. What's b? 0. What do we write next, Seth? You do, that's right. Y equals mx plus b. What do we write next, Talia? Okay, we replace the b and the m. Okay, go ahead and do that. What's the equation of this line? With the substitutions made. Substitute for m, substitute for b, leave x and y alone. Let them stay as they are. What do you do, Samuel? Will you help me out?
5x plus 0.
Y equals?
Y equals 5x plus 0.
Okay. This is one little thing we gotta catch. -5x, yeah. Be careful, don't leave that negative out. And then this can be cleaned up. So we clean this up and just ditch the plus 0, because it does not change the value. But here's the deal. Here's what they expect you to be able to do. They expect you to be able to understand that when you have this equation, you can look at that equation and you're going to know that the y-intercept is 0, that there's a b value of 0 that's not being shown. You have to know that it's been cleaned up and b is equal to 0. So we're going to be doing some of that also. Okay, go ahead, try number 3 on your own. Show all the steps, make sure you show them all, clean it up when you put your final answer on the line.
So do we actually add and then it's like
Always
or just-
addition.
I know, but like I'm talking about you actually add the like numbers.
You mean add the
Okay,
line.
so you just leave it as
You just try it out, just see what happens, okay? Just try it. Okay, do I have a volunteer to go up and do it for me up on the board? Thank you, Blake. Come on up. Do you like green? Because I changed it to a green one. Green, okay? Let me get a little higher for you because you're so tall. Here you go. Okay, you guys finish yours up and then you can check out Blake and see if you agree with him. And on the line with the final answer. What's your final answer up on the line?
oh shoot.
Do what? You don't think you can change it? Okay. Okay, so we agree. How do you feel about it? We move on? Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now that on a worksheet, like today you're gonna do worksheets to do, on a worksheet, they would not show the equation this way. Blake has done nothing wrong. He's done nothing wrong here. This is not how they're gonna show the equation though. Anybody think they know how they might show the equation instead? Sydney?
Y equals 7x minus 2.
This is how they're gonna show it. 7x minus 2. And here's what we know. We know that subtraction can be changed to add the opposite. So if we change that back to addition, we would change the subtraction to an add, a positive 2 to a negative 2, and we'd have back what Blake had all along. But this is called cleaning it up. This one really actually could be cleaned up. So our final answer for this one would turn out to be y equals 7x minus 2. Okay? Okay. Go ahead and try that next one on your number 4. That's an interesting one. Anybody remember something about a line with zero slope?
Yeah.
Don't share it out loud yet. You got this, Seth? You want to take the 11? What you done? Be brave. Come on. Let me check it over. Yeah, so far so good. What do you think you could do to clean it up? No, that's a little time. If you're done, while you're waiting, you guys are on to number 5 and see if you can do that one. You can. We'll wait. Oh, okay. Just push it like this, and then you can erase with your finger. Okay, take a break and look up at number 4. You guys agree? Agree with everything Seth's got up here? Does that look like yours? Okay, so what happened to the x?
It backed out because it was times by 0.
Because they were getting multiplied by 0, and 0 times anything is 0, and 0 added to 5 is still just 5, isn't it? So you can kind of like ditch the 0, can't you? Anybody remember anything about what kind of a line this would be on the graph?
0. Well,
We don't have 0 lines. I don't know what 0 lines are. Vertical? So like this? Would be a horizontal line. Would be a horizontal line. Let's just, so that we can start making that connection.
because it has no
We don't have any x's in it. When there are no x's in the equation, it's a horizontal line. And here's the deal. It's gonna, when we graph these kind, we're just gonna put a point in the y-intercept, and we're gonna say, hey, m was 0 for this one. I wrote that down. I said m was 0, so now I know this is a horizontal line, because horizontal lines have 0 slope. So I'm gonna just take my ruler and draw a horizontal line going through that point of 5 on the y-axis. Okay? So, remember I said we gotta get those memorized. 0 slope means horizontal line. What's the slope for undefined? Oh, I just said it. What's the slope for vertical line? Undefined. Okay. Okay, anybody got numbers 5 done while the others are maybe finishing up? Wanna come up and do it? Okay, go ahead, Adam. So, number 5, we're finishing this up, and then we'll get started on the homework. clean up your answer for the line if you can. If you can't, then just put it up the way it ends up for you. Because we always want to know how will it look on those worksheets or on a test or somewhere else. Like on those math tests, we have to take the entries from. Okay, think that. See, this happens when our, like, clothing touches the board. That's what's going on. Smartboard has the measles. Okay, so anybody want to disagree with any part of this? Agree with it? What do you want to do? Should we go with it? Yeah, you think it's all right? Okay, Adam, could you tell them maybe they didn't get to see this? What did you forget in there that is very easy to forget? And guess who's going to mark it wrong when you do? Yeah, here's what happened. First, he had to kind of sneak it in here, this x. He didn't have it there. He had y equals -4/3 plus -1. That x needs to be there if we really truly have a slope that's something other than 0. Okay, so we have to make sure that it's there. Yeah, don't miss that x. Don't miss that x. Okay, so I think we're ready to move on to starting some homework together. Get out a sheet of loose leaf paper.